There, guys, burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A toss to Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, here we go.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
They run again on first down, Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Cousins from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Charlie. Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
They do snap it. Flacco now. He's got his tight end Fant. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 29, Flacco, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They start the drive with Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to roam now. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6 on 2nd down. It's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 10. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Cousins now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Watch twitch.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Cousins now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Gun.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, check.
Hey, Echo.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Haywood. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Flacco. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Flacco from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jump me under. Listen to me. Out. 22 jet bombers. Shit. Hey, can't.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Hey, check. Black. Gun. Mike's 40.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he cuts it. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 89 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, Lindsey. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
We got 4. We got 4.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, I'm going to run.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, check right, check right.
One last gasp for Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.